All right. Today we're going to be talking about the psychology of the third house, giving you the full meaning explained. We're going to first be going through the components of the third house to give you a more granular, detailed look of the different aspects that make up the third house. Then we're going through the quality, meaning the healthy and unhealthy manifestations of the third house, psychologically speaking, and then how to evaluate the third house in your life and in the chart to see if it is manifesting in a more healthy or pathological way. Okay? So we start off with the two major components, which is Kama and Keda, or Kadent. Kama is, in Hindu Vedic astrology, represents your desires, the social aspects of your life. Because how do you get your desires? How do we fulfill the things that we desire most? It is through socializing and interchanging with other people. It is through working with other people, okay? Our desires, our hunger, our goals can only truly be achieved if they involve other people in some way, shape, or form. Whether the other person itself is the goal, or to achieve that goal, you need the help of other people, almost no matter what it is, because as human beings, we are weak, feeble, and silly manifestations of spirit, and we need help from each other because we all have different skill sets and abilities and things of that nature. But to keep it simple, Kama, so the Kama houses, 3, 7, and 11 are the social houses, because to get your desires, to achieve your goals, to manifest those things, or at least to move towards them, you need to work with others. So it's all about socializing and working with other people, interchanging with other people. Cadent is or Apokima is the houses, the 3, 6, is that right? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep, 3, 6, 9, 12, which are the skill, ability, developmental houses, meaning these houses are all about skill and developing oneself, holding on to something and improving upon those things, okay? Getting better at whatever the house significations align with. So when you have the synthesis, you have social skills or social ability or social development, because third house is a social house and you are developing skill, evolving in that house, okay? And it's also an Upachaya house, the third house. And what an Upachaya house means is that it is the houses of increase, meaning that it gets better over time. You develop your social skills as you grow older. The third house is also aligned with siblings. This is where you get your social experience from. If you don't have social or you don't have siblings growing up, then you have your peers, your teammates, your classmates. That's also third house that you interchange with and work with. It represents our teammates, meaning that third house manifestations when it comes to skill development is you are learning how to work with other people to achieve your shorter term goals. 11th house is longer term goals. Third house is shorter term goals. So say you want to finish a group project, that's the third house. Say you want to get a promotion, you need to do really good in this presentation, or you need to fulfill this project or whatever, third house, okay? That is the third house, is when you have those goals, short-term goals, desires, even short distance travel, you want to travel somewhere, you get a teammate, you get a friend, you guys split an Uber, you guys split a hotel bill, whatever it may be. You're working with other people, okay? So that is the third house in the synthesis. It's an Upachaya, meaning it gets better over time. It increases over and over time. And in third house is signifying the ability through trial and error to develop oneself in interacting with other monkeys on this planet. And when you have planets in the third house, how does that manifest? Well, third house is also a difficult house because it's all about exerting your will towards something, putting in effort and working with other people, which is difficult, which is challenging. This is why it's a skill house, because you need to develop these things. You don't naturally come into this incarnation being able to seamlessly work with other people and maneuver all of the different idiosyncrasies of everyone's different personalities, right? You need to work at it. And as you grow older, as you gain experience, as you experiment all third house things, as you're growing and developing, you get better at it and you get better at it, some better than others. And some have a better leg up because of their upbringing, because of their parents, because of their early environment, because of their past life karma than other people. But planets in the third, planets are not necessarily going to get right away or you're going to use right away. Over time, you slowly develop them. Like I have Jupiter in my third house and I was not very spiritual. I was not very spiritual in that way or expansive. I was a lot more of, North Node Mercury in the first house because that's where I started off with. I was leaning on those planets a lot more. But again, over time, I've started to develop the skills of meditation, of mindfulness, reading a lot, developing my intuition and my ability to connect to higher sources, right? Through skill development. And it's conscious. The third house is all about conscious effort. You are consciously exerting yourself. All right? Second house, it's all about being responsible. It's just going through the motions. And eventually it can become something that's autopilot, automatic, unconscious. Third house is, no, it's that short burst of energy to push you forward and to move towards your goals and the things that you desire whilst working with other people or maneuvering other people, because it can also be your opponents, competitors, third house. The people you're competing with and learning how to get past them because, if you want it, most likely 99 times out of 100, somebody else wants it as well. So that means you're either working with other people to get it or you're working past other people to get it, whether it be a person, place, or thing, or certificate, achievement, whatever it is. And longer term things go to 11th house. But again, those short step-by-step things you get to the end goal, that's third house. The step-by-step, short-term bursts of effort, will that you push forward. Working with other people, socializing, having that social ability. And like I said, planets in the third too is also the planets you will utilize to socialize with other people, to have the ability to work with others and move towards the things that you desire in this incarnation, which is all based off of the karma, goal, desire of the third house. A healthy third house will manifest as somebody who psychologically understands how to socialize with other people, understands other people's psychology, or has these skills, able to develop the internal skills to seamlessly maneuver competing against other people or working with other people or communicating with other people. Third house is also communication, but more in like a media form, being able to communicate. I have a strong third house. This is why I have a YouTube channel. This is why I'm on social media. This is why I talk and do things like this for a living, right? So that's a healthy third house, somebody who has the skills to socialize with others and to work with others to achieve what they need to achieve, or more so, achieve what they want to achieve, okay? Unhealthy will be somebody who might be more socially awkward, maybe more socially insecure, but at the core of it is just socially underdeveloped, doesn't have the skills. You can develop the skills. It's not something inherently wrong with you. It's just for whatever reason, whether there's afflictions there or because of their upbringing, things like that. For whatever reason, this person with an unhealthy third house wasn't able to develop the natural skills, wasn't able to develop themselves working with others, wasn't able to develop the ability to acquire the short-term goals that they want or that they have in front of them. It could just be also that the goals they have, the short-term goals, are actually long-term goals. And so their goal selection is off. Or they just need to put in the effort and develop the skills, because developing skills, working with others, competing with others, that's difficult. Some people don't want to do it. Some people don't want to put in the work to develop their skills, develop themselves, work with other people, be team players. It can be a difficult task. It's understandable. But if you want the things that you want the things that you want and you're not getting them, well, then develop your third house, okay? And you see what's afflicted or see what's unhealthy. And how you do that, evaluating it, you look at the third house, meaning planets in the third house, you look at the third lord, and you look at Mars. Because Mars is the significator, the producer of the third house, because it represents our siblings, our teammates, our will, and our effort, which are the most fundamental core aspects of the third house. Because psychologically speaking, it's that mental ability, it's your willpower, it's your mental ability to maneuver other people, maneuver the world, and achieve what you are meant here to achieve, at least from a desire standpoint, because desire is okay. Just like material security and survival is okay, being able to achieve the things that you want is important as well, because then it makes life worth living. Life isn't only about taking action and following your inspiration dharma. Life isn't only about gaining material survival and security, artha. It's also about fulfilling your desires, the things you want, and socializing with people. Kama is also sex and dating and relationships, interacting with other human beings. That is kama, and that is very, very important. We all need that. And the final thing that I almost forgot is going around the circle. So first, you have the initiation, you have the inspiration of the first house. You start manifesting it, responsible, going through the motions, being responsible, kind of going on autopilot and just doing what you need to be doing. That's the second house. As it starts to congeal, you hold on to something. The third house, when you're holding on to it, you're starting to develop it, you're refining it. And in this case, you're refining your skills, your abilities, experimenting with the thing, this idea that you're manifesting, and moving forward towards the fourth house, which is what we're going to be talking about in the next video. Now, if you resonated with anything I said, I would love to hear from you down below. I really appreciate anyone who comments. I will reply. And in the next video, we're doing the fourth house, same thing, psychology, analysis of the fourth house and how it will manifest in your life and the people you care about. Cheers.